Hello and welcome. Today we're going to go ahead and take a look at the Stroud Frigate. So the Stroud Frigate is the next ship in my Frigate series, and it is designed as a long-range combat ship. So it can go on an extended voyage to the far distant sides of the settled systems, and it can go ahead and bring its firepower to bear wherever it happens to go. Now, like all frigates, this is designed for a crew capacity with a minimum of 8 beds, at least 4 crew capacity, though as you can tell with the Kontiki Bridge, if you're familiar with it, that provides 6 on its own. It also has to have a galley, a cargo hold, an armory, and an infirmary. Additionally, all my frigates are Class A, so they are fast and maneuverable as part of their requirements. They have to carry at least 1,000 cargo and at least 400 fuel. Now, one of the things that I do like about this ship is that right in here is where the landing bay is. So you're not going to see that in this video because the star yard right there is where everything that you need for the ship is found. So I'm not landing on a planet, but when you are landed, the landing bay is covered by the rest of the ship, so nice and protected. And there's also no space here that your vehicle, if you have that, is loaded right underneath as well. So enough staring at the ship. Let's go to the star yard. And then we will do a tour, a build, and then I will take it out for a combat demonstration. Alright. So as mentioned, I'm using the Kontiki Bridge here, and you can use whatever variant of the Kontiki Bridge you want. Originally, I had gone ahead and put the slightly smaller variant on top, and then decided, you know what, let's just stick the big one on. So directly down on from here, we do have a control station. Um, this control station is honestly not really needed, but it's here. Coming back, I've got 2 doors and a ladder. We note the docking axis is right here. So let's go through this door first. And right over here, we find ourselves in the Stroud living quarters. There's a bathroom right over there, and kind of a large relaxation area for the crew. On this side, we have the 2x2 cargo hold hab. And then down this ladder, we find ourselves in the captain's quarters. It's got a nice lovely window out the back, his own bathroom, and his own bed. And easy access to the control rooms of the ship. Coming forward, we find ourselves in the 2x3 mess hall. So we see we've got space for 16 on the benches. And right over here, we have a nice little room with another 4 seats and a TV. Through this door, there's a companionway, and then we can come down and find ourselves in an all-in-one berth. Through this door, another all-in-one berth. So that right there is 9 beds with between those 8 and the captain's quarters. Coming back around here, we have a set of windows, one looking up and one looking down. I will note that the one looking down is kind of looking over the landing bay axis. Through this door, we find ourselves in the Stroud 3x1 all-in-one. And then we have a door on each of these sides, leading to a 2x1 all-in-one. So that means that as of right now, we are at 21 beds on this ship, which is a nice sized crew capacity. Through this door, we find ourselves in the main galley. We've got our cooking station right here. We have a serving window or prep table right here. The main prep table right over here. We have our refrigerators and more refrigerators and plenty of dry storage as well. Coming through this door, we find ourselves in another companionway with some more storage available. And then we come down and we find ourselves in the armory. Space for all of your weapons. Some boxes. Right here is also where our landing bay access is. And then forward of that, we will find ourselves in the infirmary. So that is the ship. Let's go ahead and go in and see how the ship is built. So we're gonna come on over here, talk to Havershaw.
Nice to see you. Are you ready to do some business? Absolutely.
Alrighty. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to select everything and grab my colors. I'm using a gray with a gold trim for this ship. And then I'm going to delete it. Alright. So how is the ship built? First things first, we have the landing bay. I will note here that if you want to, you can flip the landing bay to the other side and just kind of mirror the front prongs of the ship. And then I'm going to go ahead and grab the armory, connected right here, and then the infirmary. Right above where the armory connects to the landing bay, I'm going to go ahead and grab a companionway. Then right here, I'm going to go ahead and grab that 2x3 mess hall. On this far side, I'm going to grab another companionway. Underneath this, I'm going to grab an all-in-one berth. You can use A or B here, it doesn't really matter. Off the center of the mess hall, I'm going to grab a 3x1. And then I'm going to go ahead and put in, I believe it's A on this side and B on this side. It might be reversed, but we can always double check. Next, right over here, I'm going to go ahead and add the control station. Then, on the back of the control station, I'm going to go ahead and grab the 2x2 living quarters, located right here. Copy that on over to this side. And we're going to change this one out for the cargo hold. And then right here, I'm going to go ahead and grab the 2x1 captain's quarters, placed so that way it's guaranteed to come down onto the rear of this control station. So you will note that for every single one of these connection points, there is only one possible place for a door to be placed, except for up here. And even then, it's not possible for it to create some sort of maze up here because you can only enter from here, so there will only be one door on one of these walls here. Alright, now, on the back of the control station, I'm going to go ahead and put my docker, because I'm using the top docker here. I will note that if you so desired, you could go ahead and put the side docker, say like right here off the mess hall, or on this side. If you want the side docker, I would recommend putting it on this side and then mirroring. So you've got the armory, infirmary, and the lander on this side instead of on this side. But it's kind of up to you on exactly how you want to do that. All right. So what is next? Well, I think the next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to put the um, landing gear on. Like so. And then right back here, I'm going to go ahead and add my engines. So for this ship, I'm using the SA-4330s, and I am using 4 of them. Just like that. Alrighty. Next, right back here, I'm going to go ahead and toss my cargo. I'm just using 1 Galleon S204 cargo hold here. Oh, and I forgot my cockpit right up here, the Kontiki B600. Next, right up here, I'm going to place my reactor and grav drive. So over here for my reactor, I am using the Sphermac DC202. And for my grav drive, I'm using the R4000, though I could just as easily use the Helios 400. Now, both of these are going to be hidden, and I'm just moving that forward a quick sec to grab the Stroud mid-bracer. All right. And I will just duplication glitch the grav drive into that bracer. Meanwhile, on this side, nope, not that one. I need this one moved. Then I'm going to duplicate that on up. Just like so. All right. Next up, I'm going to grab some more Stroud mid bracers here. And then let's go ahead and toss some more mid bracers on. Where did it go? Right down here. Right here, I'm going to go ahead and place the nose cap B. And then right up here, I'm going to go ahead and grab the Stroud cap A. Just like so. On the front of this, I'm going to go ahead and place these, where did it go? Nose cap E. That's where it was. I will also go ahead and place a nose cap E in the center, a nose cap E right there, and then here I'm going to use the Stroud braking engines. Next, right here, directly over the landing bay, I'm going to go ahead and place a porthole. And directly above the landing bay, I will place a porthole. Speaking of portholes, let's go ahead and give the captain his porthole. And then right back here, I'm going to go ahead, actually, let's come over here first and grab the Stroud Cap A, just like so. And place these side portholes on the companionways. And now all I've got left is Stroud cowlings. Let me just double check that I didn't add more landing gear. Nope. Okay. And then basically I'm going to put Stroud cowlings here and here. So let's go ahead and start here first. And I'm going to do the underside ones first. And then Stroud cowlings on the top right here. All right. Then, right over here, I'm going to go ahead and place my shield, which is going to be the deflector SG-60. And then fuel. And for this ship, I have the H-30 Atlas tank. And I have a second H-30 Atlas tank right over here. Then I'm going to go ahead and add more Stroud cowlings to cover that. Just like so. Alrighty. Finally, weapons. Now for this ship, I am using 3 of the Ravager 35 MeV auto proton beams. And I am placing these on top, like so. And then I am also going to go ahead and place, actually no, let's delete those two. And have this down the center line, right here. Now I'm going to pull off this landing gear for a moment to go ahead and place PBO 50, and then I need to flip that back into place. And then I'm going to repeat on this side with the PBO 40, and then flip that back into place. There we go. Now on this side, I will place another PBO 50, another PBO 40, another PBO 40, and another PBO 50. And I placed one too many things somewhere. Oh well. Now, let's go ahead and assign weapons. There we go. Let me just check really quick if I had more landing gear. Nope. Okay. Yep. Not sure what exactly I placed that wasn't on the original one, but close enough. Alright, so that is going to be the Stroud Frigate. Let's go ahead and paint the ship. Got the gold and then the grays. And then let's go ahead and take this out for a test drive. Alright, full power to the engines. And let's see what shows up. Prophecy 2. And just that. Oh, one-on-one. Clearly can hold its own. And let's check out this hostile activity. Looks like I have 2 enemy ships here. So let's go ahead and just dive. Alright. And I have a Veyroon Hem over here. Alrighty. Bonk. And I am not going to bother picking up all the mineral deposits. Alright, let's see if we can get a more challenging engagement. I'm basically just looking for an engagement with 3 or more ships. See how well it holds up. And, okay, moving on. Ooh, a Prophecy 3. Is he by himself? No. Alright, and a Vigil 2. So let's go ahead and see if we can get behind him. That way we don't take too much damage. Alright. We did end up taking a little bit of engine damage, so we're going to need to wait for that to repair. Ooh, 3 ship parts. That's nice. And we'll just fly here for a quick minute until our engines are back to full power. Which will happen one of these days. There we go. Alright. Let's pop on over here. See who shows up. Looks like we got 2, 3. Alright, and going to boost away a little bit, try and get some distance. Alright, fine. Let's smash this dirge. Alright. Let our shields recharge as much as possible. Alright. Now that our shields are recharged, we can go and smash this vigil. Alrighty. There we have it. So let me go ahead and just pick up my loot really quick, and then I said I wasn't going to go ahead and land, but you know what? Let's do that. Just so I can show you what it looks like on the ground. Because that is one of my favorite parts about the ship. And as you can see, we exit right here, underneath the ship. Note you cannot go back through here. Okay, maybe you can. Was not expecting that. And then right up here, still underneath the ship and the protection, is our vehicle. And there you have it. So if you watched all the way to the end, thank you. Don't forget to hit like, subscribe, do all those YouTube things. And otherwise, I will see you in the next one.